Alright guys, welcome back to episode, I think this is 16 of the Island Hopper, and episode 15 was a big one. And I mean that literally, because we got the biggest ship in the world. Honestly, that pun wasn't really intended, but it just worked so well that I had to do it. And then we also got this cool looking ocean liner, which both of these made it in my live wallpaper video. I just recorded that one, and unfortunately I think I ran that for an hour and this ship never made any money ever, just like no one ever had demand, so that sucks. And honestly, I don't even know if I want to keep this, to be honest, but we made like a lot of money. I didn't save any of it, right? So I think we made about $40 million by the end of that live wallpaper, which is great. So even with this horribly unprofitable line that never makes a dime, we're making so much money that it doesn't really matter. And then this one too is so cool. It carries 400. It's absolutely massive. One thing I found out while I was doing the wallpaper was I really didn't like how close these came to the shore. And if you guys remember, we like trolled the ships earlier over here with this bridge, but there's a much easier way to have ships go where you want them, and that's just waypoints. There's ship waypoints, and I don't know why I never used these before, so I want to use those. But one other thing I noticed in the wallpaper recording thing was that we accidentally made the bus stop not go to the train station, so we gotta fix that like pronto. And there's really not like a direct line to it, so this one, I don't know if this one would be better as like a loop kind of thing as well. Honestly, I don't know, but we definitely have to connect the train station together, so let's just do that real quick. Honestly, something like that. The buildings will grow around it, and I think this one might just be a loop. Feels like a point-to-point system. Maybe we could go like this and then back, and then over here and then back. I don't know if that's more or less efficient than a loop, to be honest. Yeah, I really don't know. If you guys do passenger vehicles, let me know, because I'm actually interested. I'll try the non-loop system. I'll try the point-to-point and see how it works. I'm honestly not too sure what to expect with it. So let's edit this, manage line, and we're gonna go, so the first one, and then we're gonna go to here. I guess we didn't even need to we didn't need to build that extra bit, but we're gonna go there, then we're gonna go here, then do we go back to Sutton or do we go straight back? And then we have 1, 2, 3 straight back, and then we have a line and back. Wow, honestly, I'm not quite sure what the best method is there. I think we don't want them to waste time picking up people if there's no people, so maybe this is the best one. Honestly, yeah guys, let me know. Honestly, this is a weird setup city with this harbor over here and the train over here, and I'm not going to delete this track. I'm just going to leave it. And I think we have too many vehicles. We don't need all these. I think the 4 trams will be plenty. And we have, honestly, I mean, I guess I'm not worried about money, but I don't know, the 4 trams is plenty. And so let's just do, I really want to waypoint things really quick, and I want the cargo ships to not skirt the land like that, so I'd like them to come out, I mean, ideally they'd come out like around this island. So we're going to want them to do something like this. Coming in, they're going to go out this way, then they'll come in something like this probably, and then that gives them a pretty straight shot. And then through this tiny little peninsula, there's really no way around kind of going close to the land, so hopefully our ship captains are up to the task. And we have this, and we have like something like that is going to be infinitely better than it was. So let's do, right after Aerith, it's going to hit that waypoint, and we're going to send them around. So this is going to make it so that they don't make as much money, right? Because they're going to be carrying the same cargo, and they're going to go a longer distance. But again, I'm not really worried about money at this point. I'm more worried about vibe check. So this might be silly, and I fully admit that it probably is silly, but I don't know. It looks nice. Makes me happy, so good enough for me. Let's do this. Okay, cool. That looks good. We're making them go way out of their way. And they really like going close to these things, don't they? But I mean, that's fine. And then let's do the other way. And just to have them look a little bit prettier. Okay. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I know it's not perfect over here, but I mean, it's infinitely better than it was. So let's do, I think the same thing over here is applicable. Yeah, they're cutting that corner really close, and I'd like them to not do that. Again, might be silly, but who cares? Let's do something like that's the closest I want them to be. And then coming out, they'll go over here. And then they'll approach from maybe this angle. And something like this. Cool. Alright, and let's edit the cyan line. So Scunthorpe, they're going to go this way. And on the way back, they'll do something like this. Nice. Or no, I think. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. It's just branching off to the different places. And then let's give this one. Let's default these guys to 1. And then green. Green has the big old ship, so I do like the big old ship coming in the middle. And check out my live wallpaper, because live wallpaper is just really peaceful. I don't actually talk over it or anything. It's kind of similar to the B-roll we used to do. But if you guys want just like a peaceful, it's just kind of like background noise, just like vibes and sights and sounds from the 1800s. The Great Eastern makes a couple appearances, and there's a bunch of steam trains, and who doesn't like trains? So I recommend, obviously you guys can do whatever, but I'll probably have that on in the background when I'm working on stuff because it's just really chill. So cool. That is, I think those are the changes I wanted to make. And then just looking at these lines and trying to optimize where we can. Like this distillery. Let's bump up this distillery tenfold. Does this carry everything? It does carry everything. All right, let's just use this one. Yeah, all cargo. Let's just duplicate all these. This one looks like it could use some help too. Again, I theoretically could go through and optimize it exactly, but I don't know, maybe that'll irk you guys. But let's increase this one a little bit. I don't know, it's just having 40 carriages on every line is crazy. Looking forward to the later stages where we can consolidate that a little bit. And let's see. What do we have at this? Refined woods machines. Looks good. Yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty good. Hopefully our cities start growing a little bit, because right now they're still kind of small. I think there's just not enough people wanting to go between these two. Wait, are you serious? How long has this been a cargo dock? Wait, what the heck? Why is this a cargo dock? Dude, get out of here. No wonder the passengers aren't queuing up. How long has this been like this? I gotta go back and look how long that's been a cargo dock. Is that the reason people aren't using this? Because there's not a dock there? No way, right? Is this one a... This one is totally a passenger dock. Dude, I'll be like equal shades of mad and happy that that was a cargo dock, because obviously mad about it because I don't know how long it's been like that, but I'll be happy if people actually start using it. So I don't know, let's see. Nope, no interest still. Alright, well, maybe they'll think about it. Do we even have the bus line going here? We do. Okay, well, maybe they'll think about it and then decide that they actually want to use the ship. Or, I mean, alternatively, maybe over here they'll think about it as well. And why is the truck stop? We need another truck stop down here for sure. So let's edit this. Let's just add another station to truck stop. Something like this. And then honestly, maybe it's time to put more ships on this line because that's a big backlog. I mean, we do have the big old ship now. So, I don't know, maybe we let it run because this is a bunch of ships coming and going at any given time. But is anyone going to Burton? No. Where are the Suttonese people going? Suttonese people are traveling. Wow, that's a lot of people going to Thaxted. That's a lot more than I was thinking, 30 and 26. So how come this line is so popular? Let me know what I'm missing, guys. Frequency of 21 minutes with one ship. And then this one has a frequency of 16 minutes with 4 ships. So a lower frequency, which means the ships actually come faster. So where is everyone? And why is there no bus stop demand? I think we have too many people, too many carriages here. Because we have trams now, let's just use the trams. Maybe we could do like a 3rd tram? I mean, we're not really strapped for cash, but I feel like we don't need more than 3. And then, is this made money yet? Rough. Okay. So, am I just starting too early for passenger services? I'm really scratching my head with this one. It's weird how they're all using the ship. Maybe it's... Oh, I think the demand like faltered between Aerith and Sutton because I accidentally destroyed the line, the bus route attaching them together. So I think that's why. But honestly, I'm not 100% sure. There's only 9 people on that train, which is brutal. But I'm not removing a car because it would look unaesthetic. We have to have our priorities straight. And see, I think this is looking pretty good. I think we start expanding now at this point. I mean, again, the more things we throw on these lines, the more money we're gonna make. So I just spent 2 mil on a couple more British coasters. And maybe we start connecting. I'd really like to expand the train route. So the train route is going to, oh my gosh. The train route is going to come up this way. And then maybe we just build, I think we build the central distribution hub. I think it's time. Because that'll service, we could drop things off at like 3 different cities. I don't know, I think it's time to do that. But let's just make sure these alternate platforms are working. They're not. Really? I didn't do the alternate platform here? Really? No way. Frequency 37 minutes. We could bump that guy up. And let's see. This one does have the alternate platform. Oh, I think I can just click them. Coffee 2. Oh, we have a lot of coffee at Scunthorpe North. Let's see. Machines. Okay, so I think they are all alternated, which is good. They're just taking a little while to get in to get into the shop. And one more thing I think I wanted to do, I think I wanted to default coal over here so that they can exit properly. So let me default them to, I think it was this one, and now by default they'll like leave. They'll make some space. So I think that'll be better. At some point we might want to optimize the entrances and exits, but I mean, maybe it's time for that already. Do we want them coming in the back? No, I don't think so. I think this is a big backup because we just bought a bunch of trucks. I don't think it'll be that big eventually. And then honestly, that line is giant. Has this line made money? That line has made money, but again, there's not that much cargo going north, which is interesting. Maybe we just need some more wheat in here. So 300. So we can export 300 wheats. Maybe we just do that. And then I think I'm doing this correctly now. Because this can produce 300 and we want to ship a rate of 300, and that's just about 300, so that'll make it. So hopefully more of the wheat goes north and goes to the distillery, because we really just need some shipments going north. And I mean, this is looking pretty good. We could connect these. I mean, the carriages will just take forever to access those. Maybe we connect these when we have like trucks. But yeah, I think let's start going north. So I think we're just gonna want to place the main distribution hub here, and we have space above and below us. So that makes it easy to place the station. I'm just gonna go massive on this. Oh. Okay, maybe we can't go that massive. Can we really not go that massive? Is that too big? Might actually be too big. No, we have money. I think we're gonna want. I mean, we're definitely gonna want it here. As for how big it is, the size of this thing, I don't want to have to think about it again. So I would like. I mean, we're making money, right? I'm pretty sure we're making money. There's no reason we would lose money. Honestly, I might. Should I sell the ocean liner? No, I might have to sell this ocean liner. If there was any interest in it, I wouldn't sell it. But unfortunately, no one cares about it. It's a lot of money. I think we gotta sell it. Aerith Sutton, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, no one cares about it. I think me editing the bus lines kind of radically screwed up demand for Aerith, at least, which is unfortunate. But oh well. And now that I say it, we actually have a lot of money. So, I mean, ideally I'd like to keep this thing. It's just $500,000 a year for nothing. And maybe we'll come back to it, because it's just dry heading. I think we have to sell this one. I'm sorry to myself, because I like ocean liners. But it just wasn't making us money. It just didn't make sense. There's no demand. And so let's just go ahead and build this massive station now. Probably not going to need all this demand for a while, but there it is. And so now we're going to have trains. We'll probably have a train go up this way, then we'll have a train do a kind of tight turn around there maybe, and then obviously we'll connect in down here. And I don't know, 8 might have been a little aggressive with how many we have, but this line will probably go across the bridge to our second distribution hub, which will be over here. And every time I say distribution hub, I just mean main cargo hub. And so that is large. So let's get building, I guess. So we have to do tracks. Let's just visualize this. So we have to. So we're ending there. So it looks like we'll have to go. Let's just start from here, I guess. I'm gonna start on the left. And I mean, I don't see a problem with that. That looks good, right? It's pretty much just straight. And then ideally I'd like to go around the city. Even though it's kind of awkward, I think we can do this. We're gonna like parallel the road a little bit, and something like that. And then so we're turning a little bit, and then we're gonna turn back around, and I don't know, let's go from this end now. We're coming in around, where's the line? Right here. So we're gonna come around, come down this way. Let's connect it in over here. This is just gonna be a big old straight line, for the most part, at least. And let's see. If we do How much is it to connect these now? 800,000, 750. It's a lot. Oh, it's a lot because we have like all these awkward tunnel sections. Can we go above this, maybe? Is that too steep? Why wouldn't we do this? Is that too steep? Curve 11. I mean, I feel like that's better than the other way we had it, right? It's like going up a little bit, but it's good for the most part, I think. Then how much? Wow, that is interesting. I mean, I think that's probably about as good as it's gonna get. It's like kind of awkward. Is that a straight line? Can't tell if that's a straight line or not. I think, I mean, wow. So if we bridge it, it's actually a lot cheaper. Maybe we bridge it? Maybe we bridge it. And then, yeah, I think that looks good as a bridge. Let's bridge in this little gap right here. And then we can upgrade the bridge later. And that's actually the cheapest route because if we go lower, we'd have to tunnel. That looks ugly. Let's just bridge it. Alright, we're bridging it. So here we go. 400K. And now let's build the other side of the track. And I think this one will be easier because we can just copy something like this, something like this, and then something like that. 200K only. Wonder why it's so much cheaper. So we still have to build the same bridge. And then I think we can just drag this in. Or maybe we could do this and then connect it in, and then let's make our little crossovers. Let's do a little bit faster. A bit bigger crossovers so we have plenty of room. And cool, so we have our route. Nice. And now we have to decide how we want the line to run. Do we want the train... Do we want it to be like each section they just go back and forth like this? Or do we want one single train that just rips through everywhere? I think we're gonna want just 1, 2 stops. Like this, like 1, 2, then 1, 2, then 1, 2. Because if we remember over here, when we had these trains coming up all the way, they were like dry heading a lot. But then that was before we actually had demand really going. And honestly, I think that'll be the same thing. We don't want all the... I think we have... How many trains do we have on these lines? I think we have 3 and 3. So we have 6 trains. I don't think we want all 6 trains coming up here yet, because there's no demand. And then they're already behind on the demand that you have. So I think we're going to want just trains at least going 1, 2, at least until demand builds up. And then maybe when all of these, like when the entire cargo network is complete, maybe we just have trains going along the whole route there and back. But I think for now we just start with 1, 2 routes. And let me just make sure this is working smoothly. That alternate, this alternate. Let me just add a couple platforms here while we're at it. And then like this, let me just make sure that they are alternated. And wheat. Let's have them default to 3, why not? How did the wheat get all the alternate platforms? Did I just do the wheat one? I thought I did the food processing one. Or maybe I didn't click it. So default him to 1. Yeah, I think I didn't click on the wheat or something. Yeah, okay. And sure, something like that, whatever. Okay, great. And okay, cool. So I think we have, wow, all these lines need more ships. I mean, let's do... I mean, maybe we could do a Great Western on this one. Let's do a Great Western on this one. And where's my ship depot? I mean, we could probably build the ship depot closer. Let's build the ship depot closer. I know I'm getting distracted, but cool. And then that'll be, let's buy a Great Western. I can buy all our ships from here. We have a lot of ships now. Is the Great Western old? No, it's not. Okay. From 1838. Or would... That's 104. This one's 102. So I think we're generally going to want the more cargo capacity, the better. And let's do that one. And honestly, let's just buy another one, put them on the green line. I think we have enough. We have enough for it. So 2 Great Westerns, 1 on each line. And that should help with... So the backlog here, how much has this guy made? Oh, dude, 100 oil, 100 wheat, 100 stone, 97 wood. Wow, okay, so the wood guys got to be prepared. They are prepared. And, okay, that is great. So, is this guy prepared? He will be. But, okay, so let's do another train line. And, oh, ideally, we would have done a different track. It's not too late to do that now. Let's just do a little bit of this. And eventually, once we have the whole transport network set up, we could do like these 2 right tracks going south, and then these 2 left tracks going north. But for now, they're going to be like a turnaround point. And okay, cool. So we have a little bit of a narrow thing in the middle. That's fine. So now where do we want the other tracks? I think we want them... I mean, there's a lot of roads and stuff over there, so let's just build them here. And honestly, we don't have any trains on this track either, so I can just bulldoze some of this. Someone shouted out a mod that removes all these rocks and stuff, but unfortunately, that only works when you're actively generating a map. So the map is already generated, so now I'm just stuck with all these rocks. But it's alright. And let's just connect them in. We don't have to do anything too fancy here. That's connected, right? Yeah, that's connected. And then let's connect this one. Let me just make sure it's parallel really quick. And then now we can drag them in. And let's do our little crossover here as well. Oop. Let's do, again, a little bit faster one, maybe. A little bit longer crossover. And that should be good. So now let's go ahead and do... I'm going to start at the main central hub. And Carlton. Okay, great. Carlton, I kind of like the theme going. If we have, like, green, then we have teal, then maybe this part of the line is, like, blue. Assuming it's not impossible to tell which one is which. And okay, sure, it doesn't look very cargo-y, but I like it. And so let's do Carlton. You could go to either 7 or 8. Let's do 8 by default, but you can go to 7. And then at Scunthorpe North, let's do... That's probably a good default. And then you could also go to 3 if you want to. Nice, this is coming along nicely. Okay, so before we put any trains on it, we're going to want to connect all the industries around. And let me just make sure the Great Westerns are going to the right place really quick. Which they... Where are the Great Westerns? Here they are. Great, so they got their load. Nice, 50 bricks. Nice, 50 bricks. That is going to be big, because Aerith demands bricks. So Aerith will actually be able to grow a little bit, which is nice. Nice. And do we have any passenger demand yet? Not really. Bummer. Okay. Oh well. Let's just keep building the cargo. So I am going to go ahead, and again, since we have basically playing money, I'm just going to go ahead and build all the massive buildings around this thing. And why can we not build it on... Oh, is that like max? You're kidding. There's a max distance? Why can I not build it over here? Is there a max distance or something? Or max like width the station can be? Or am I just... I can't build cargo on this side of the hub? Really? That's kind of a bummer. Really? Well, I might not have built this this station if I knew that. But, I mean, it cost a couple million. I don't want to just rebuild it. That's kind of lame. Really? Is that... I can't build a cargo station on that side. That's disappointing. Because this is going to be where we have the most demand as well. So, like, we're going to need the most. And then it might be a little bit preemptive to do this, but again, I don't really care. These are cheap. And yeah, how are these buildings so cheap? 32,000 compared to the small platform, which is 10,000. I mean, I guess it's 3 times bigger. I don't know. It still seems really cheap. But yeah, man, that is... I'm sad I can't build on that side. That's a bummer. Oh well, I guess. And so now let us figure out where to put the truck station. It's not going to be a great place to put it. Where is there more stuff? Wait, why is this? This is called Carlton? Dude, this is like the farthest away from Carlton out of the 3 cities here. We have Horncastle, Stone, and Carlton. I'm naming this Horncastle because that is just a name. Horncastle. And it's the closest anyway. So let's rename this to Horncastle. Love that name. Central Cargo Yard Rail. And Central Cargo Yard is basically a distribution hub, which Hushy says in his video he calls it that. And I'm calling it a Central Cargo Yard instead of a distribution hub. So that's good. And then, again, big bummer, I can't build it on that side. Oh, I will need... The truck station's going to have to connect, right? I mean, I guess I can just build a street. So I think this will connect it. That will not connect it? Wow. We have to build it. Dude, that changes everything. I wouldn't have built the stupid... wouldn't have built the 8 long one if I realized that I couldn't build stations on it. Should I rebuild and do the 6? Something is wonky about this. I feel like I have to waste the 2 mil we just spent. Because I do want cargo stations on this side. Let me just see if... Let me just make this a small 6-banger. And then can we build cargo? Yeah, we can build cargo on that side. I mean... Oh, wait, let me refund this whole thing. Man. I mean, I think we're gonna want the platforms on the other side, so we're gonna have to take a fat L on that $2 million station, which is painful. And let me, before we build that again, I have a 6 platform thing. What happens if I just manually, I actually am gonna pause time here. What if I just manually build the tracks and then the cargo platform? There's a max width of the station. Wow, well I wish I had known that before I spent $2 million making a useless station. That's a bummer. Okay, but I mean, we're gonna want, I mean, will it attach? It will. Okay. Hopefully that was worth it. I mean, honestly, we're not pressed for cash. We still have $3.5 million after rebuilding the station. And so let's go ahead and... Kind of a bummer that I just built out all of them. But whoa, it just turned 1900. That's crazy. 1900. We made it to the big 19. That's crazy. And this will be a good way to end out the episode. Freshly in 1900. So let me refund these ones. And because again, we are going to want, just from my other map, I know that this, like the main central hub is going to be just flooded with resources. That's why I'm doing this. And then I want the, I know I want the road connected on, I was leaning towards this side because there's a lot of things on this side. And 2 cities on this side. So yeah, I think we're going to want it on this side. I mean, I guess there's 2 cities on this side as well, though. But I mean, we can always bridge over it later. Let me just start on this side. And so let's do... Oh, we are getting a lot of stuff. Oh, we got all new freight cars and box cars and stuff. That's cool. And so now we can attach. I can't believe how much money we spent on that. That was ridiculous. And, okay. We are getting a lot of cars. So, wow, we're able to put our brand new updated train on here. That's exciting. And let's see. So, truck station. This is where we have to think super macro. Do we want it like this? I think we do. Maybe I want it a little bit farther away, just to give us a little bit of breathing room, and then we can connect it in and make sure it lights up, which it does. And I think 3 on each side is good for now. And then let's go ahead and make street access on this side. And oh, let me fix this really quick. Let's see, we want it on 5 or 6. Great. And so now I guess, yeah, we just start building this into the main road. I think we definitely start using trucks now that it's the 1900s. Pretty exciting. And yeah, let's start connecting stuff in, I guess. So basically, I mean, it's not going to be that hard. We have money to spend and we have loan to take out. I think our loan is 50 million now, which is insane. I don't know if we're ever going to spend that much. But let's do, I'm going to default all mine to 20 now, just in prep for the bigger trucks. Oh, maybe not. That's a lot of money. Okay. Something like this. I mean, honestly, I think the trucks will be happier on that side of the road. And let's see. Looks good like that. And let's do, it's just going to be a connecting game pretty much. So like this. We have some wood over here. Like that. And I mean, let's just do them all, right? No reason not to. And something like this. Maybe we could, maybe to speed this up, we could build a bridge or a tunnel or something, because this is going to take a while for those log trucks to get here. Something like this. We have a wheat to cattle. This is going to take a long time to get this stuff into the network. So I hope you guys are excited to see a bunch of naming. And let's do, that's good. Wow, there's a lot of industries here, dude. Let's do, I mean, I guess that's fine, whatever. And let's see. Honestly, I'm just going to put him, oh. We just lost some money. And, okay. Hopefully that losing money thing was just temporary. Hopefully. Maybe I hope we don't have a gridlock anywhere. What happened in my last main save game, the one that I just did offline and made the cargo hub video of like a year ago, I think I just, so I had a bunch of trucks like this, right, just carriages, and then I just mass upgraded them to like the big box trucks, like the big 18-wheeler things, and I had way too much capacity and it caused terrible gridlock, and then I like lost like $1 billion, like with a B. Almost went broke and lost the whole game. Had to like restart. Thankfully I didn't have to restart, but yeah, it was scary. Let's just watch this pop off, just so we have some money again, and hopefully this one will give us some money. It's a bunch of oil. Wait, why does this one not have that much boxcars? This one, I feel like every train on this line needs boxcars. And oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, we could have done the newer cars, but I didn't want to, so oh well. And so, okay, we have money again. Let's pay off that loan. Phew. That was just a little fluke with how much truck stations we were placing down. And so, this is going to take a little while to actually, like, get in. But, I mean, there's no better time than now to start connecting this stuff. So, I guess we just add a bunch of lines in. Let's name this one first. Cargo rail, Horn, Castle, to Scunthorpe North. Scunthorpe North. Okay. And are we sticking with the dashes or the 2? I think we're sticking with the dashes. Horncastle, Scunthorpe North. And okay. So yeah, I mean, let's just start doing it. We can name them all later. Do we want to name them all later? We can do cargo truck, Horncastle, dash. All of that is going to be the exact same. So now we can do, this is oil 1. I mean, honestly, it'll just be easier to do this as we're going. So oil 1, let's default him to 1. I mean, honestly, I don't want to have to worry about this ever again. So I'm just going to build it out absolutely massive. Do 5 on each side. Because again, I literally don't want to have to worry about this ever again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. And then we should eventually cargo it up, but that's fine. So let's default him to 1. And then he can go anywhere if he wants to. And then this one is just a 1, 2. Okay, that's 1. Let's make another one. This is going to be machines. So kind of like that color. Let's see, is there a better machine color? That's not really machine-y, but I mean, it's easier to see than the like pitch white ones. Wow, this is going to take a while. Okay. And let's do, this is going to be wood. Wood 1. Dude, again, man, someone shout me out a freaking mod that helps me out with this. And let's do, we missed an oil. Might as well just chuck him into the network. Let's do slightly different oil color. Oil 2. Let's do, I think we're on 4 for default. Again, the default platforms really don't matter that much, but oh well, right? And did we alternate platform this wood? Yes, we did. Let's do oil 3. Why not? Oil 3. Let's do like this dark blue color, I guess. Why not? 5 is a good default. And something like this. And what do we have so far? Okay, let's keep going. Let's see, this is the steel mill. I think there's only one steel mill. And I'm gonna do, I mean, steel has to be that color. So let's do something like this. Something like that. Alright, now we're up to another wood. Is this wood 2? Wood 2. He is defaulting to the right platform now. We want number 7, which is good. And let's do, this is going to be refined wood. We have a lot of wood up here. Holy cow. It's going to be like a light brown kind of thing. Let's do 8. This brings me back to my RuneScape days of just clicking on things, clicking on menus. I don't know why. It's just giving me those vibes. And because there's no faster way to do things in RuneScape, you just have to click things. You just click things. I don't know if you guys have ever played RuneScape. Haven't played in quite a while, but this is definitely what this is reminding me of. So let's do that, and then I think we're, oh my gosh, are we done? Carlton, are we done with our basics? We're not quite done with our basics. We have another oil. Is this 4? That's a lot of oil, dude. So something like this. Oh, I do like having the cargo hub first. And I think, was that exactly 10 that we did? I think that was exactly 10 that we did. Great. We do have another one for this wheat to cow thing, which will be nice. We have cows. We have that fish refinery, also takes cow refinery, so we will be able to use this. What even is this? Is this a farm? I think that's just a farm. Or like cattle ranch? Cattle. Okay, great. Cattle is like a... What color is cattle? No, it's not that color. Yellow? Sure. I don't think we have any yellows yet, so that works. Let's do... something like this, and then, I mean, do we have any marble? I don't even think we have any marble in the line yet, so I don't think we need to connect that, because it would just be a waste. And why not? Let's just get the plastic and the consumer goods into the system while we're at this, because I'm kind of in the zone at this point. Something like this, and that, and we are going to want these guys to come around. How can I make this junction pretty? Okay, maybe not like that. No, don't curve that much. Okay, I mean that looks, yeah, it looks better. Cool, that looks better. Great. And let's see, again, just while we're at it, let us go ahead and make a couple new lines. This is going to be plastics, and let's get a purple in here. Set that to 2. Again, default platforms don't really matter that much, but it'll make it look more visually pleasing because the cargo will all be on different platforms. And then we have consumer goods, and with that, I think that will just about do it for us. I think I made that consumer goods like that color. Honestly, I don't want to really connect that in right now because we have a closer one over here, but the consumer goods will be helpful for across the map. Let me add a waypoint really quick to make sure the trucks are going the right way. On this line, so after Horncastle Branch, they're going to come over here, then they're going to come back and avoid the city. Wow, I can't believe we did that. Took a while, and that's why I don't want to have to go back and do the alternate platforms again, because we were kind of just in the zone with it. But wow, that is something. And let's name this, let's grab this, Horncastle Central Cargo Yard Truck. And with that, all of our lines should be updated. And wow, that was something. I am going to go ahead and connect in maybe just this first oil, because then the refined, like I don't want to connect in all 3 right now, but then the refined wood will be taken back by the trucks going this way, and then even the fuel will be taken back, and then it can be taken back, and then it can be taken back to the hub. So I think just having at least one connected will be big, and then we can connect in like there's a lot of oil there. So I think I want to connect in just that one for now. Eventually all of them will go, but let's do truck station. We already have the truck station, of course. And so let's just do one more line, and that's gonna be oil. It's gonna be oil like 5 or something, isn't it? That's a lot of oil. And that is the same color, but we can edit the other one later. And let's do, I don't even know what default number we were on, but it doesn't matter too much. And this will be, oops, Cargo Truck, Horncastle, awesome name, oil. Is that really oil 5? That is crazy. Oil 5. And let's do, let me recolor this one really quick, just so we can see a little bit better. Maybe not to the exact same color, but like something a little different. And cool. Wow, okay. I am proud of that. I think we got everything. I mean, obviously there's a bunch more industries, but I mean, I think we have enough to get going. So let us, I am going to put the road depot probably somewhere close by, something like this. And then let's go ahead. I think we are going to want to, I mean, if we're thinking the rail will come up here eventually, we're going to want a bridge. So, I mean, what is the fastest way to do this? Honestly, I don't, My mind is kind of fried from this at the moment. We could do like, I mean, we have the road here. Let's just use this road. So let's do this road, and I think we can. What happens if we? Construction not possible. Okay, fine. Maybe we could. I mean, I'm imagining a tunnel from here to here. I think would be helpful for the trucks. So if we do like a. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a tunnel, does it? I mean, not really. Ideally, it would be a tunnel. Just a super gradual tunnel like this. For a cool 800K. And again, I think it will help. Maybe it doesn't have to be that long. Would a bridge look cool? Or do we want a tunnel? A bridge would be pretty. A bridge is pretty and significantly cheaper, so we're doing a bridge. And let me do something like this, and then it can just be a nice smooth gradual tunnel, and bridge, and let's just stick with that. And now we can honestly, let's just connect these in. I mean, okay, I have to admit that curve road does look a little bit better, I think. And now let us connect that in and connect this in. Okay, I think the curve road does look a little bit better. And so now those routes should be a lot more efficient. Yeah, they're going to come over there, and that'll be a lot better for our trucks. So now we can start actually assigning trucks to these. So, oh man, let's count how many woods we have. I guess we actually don't have to count them. We have 1, 2, 3, and then a refined wood. So we need some trucks. We actually have trucks now. It's 1900. This is crazy. So I think, wait, what the heck? These ones carry the same capacity, but one carries all cargo, one doesn't? There has to be some difference, right? I don't see any difference. Why wouldn't you always get the one that carries all? Well, let me answer that, because I want to see the cargo. So let's get, we have 1, 2, 3 wood and a refined. So we need 4 of these ones. And let's see, how many oils do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oils. 5 oil. So are there any oil trucks? What is this thing? This carries oil. Yeah, this carries oil as well. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And then we have a consumer good, a machine, and a plastic. Consumer good, machine, and plastic. So it's going to be 3 of the special ones. Three of the special ones. Let's see. We have consumer good and steel mill left. Let's buy, I think this one can carry everything, but it can't carry cattle, so let's just buy this one. Carry cattle, that sounds so silly. So let's buy 2 of these cool looking ones, and then let's start deciding. So this one, oh man. You're gonna make me do it individually? That's just gonna be brutal. So, okay, fine. Horncastle wood. Am I just getting lost? Wood 2. Horncastle wood 3. And again, I'm not playing on pause, so I'm incentivized to buy train as quickly as possible. And then we have one of these on Horncastle refined wood. And then we have, I think these are all for the oils. So we have oil 1. We have oil 2. We have oil 3, oil 4, holy guacamole, this is a lot of stuff, and then oil 5. And then these ones are for the special ones, so I think we have Horncastle consumer goods, Horncastle machines, and then what was this other one for? Plastics. Plastics, and then this one of them was for the cattle. And then one of these was for the steel mill. Wow, I think we got everything. But honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and buy a train. to get this line running. So let me put I'm imagining we're gonna want I'm gonna put the train depot. I think I had a little bit. I'm gonna put the train depot honestly like right here, and then it can go into the station and switch around as needed. It's a little bit of a weird place to put it, but it's gonna come up into here, and then if it wants to keep going up the track it can, or if it wants to go to, we're gonna want the other distribution hub, it'll be able to access everything. So let's do it right here, and then a nice easy connect the dots. Let's signal. I haven't signaled anything, but I want to get a train on the line first, so let's do, whoa, okay. Wow, that one is beautiful. I love this one, but that one is also beautiful. This one's better though. It's also $2 million. Wow. This one's a little bit cheaper. Let's start with this one. And honestly, let me just put one of each on it to get the line going. So I think all the ones down here, all 1900, right? Yeah, all the ones down here, all 1900, and then all these crappy ones are 1800. So we'll start with these. Whoa, these things are looking cool. And man, I like the new variety. Always a fan of some variety. And so let's do something like this. Cool 3 mil. And let's get him on the line, which will hopefully start everything producing. We already have some wood. Well, the wood is just going right here actually. We already have some oil, so the oil is going to be consuming at Carlton. And is there anything that's being demanded elsewhere? Burton Lattimore. Yep, there it is. Burton Lattimore. Aerith. The things are going to start popping off across the map. So we know our whole cargo setup is working. That is awesome news. And I think next episode... Oh, I didn't even watch it come out. Wow. Cool. This one's cool looking. 1900, dude. We made it to 1900. This seems like it would be a hot and cramped place to work, but it is very cool. So wow, let's end this one here, guys. We got this distribution hub working, and that took some setup, dude. 1902 already. That took some setup. Next episode we can go and flush out the trains a little bit more, add some more cargo to these, add some more trucks, add some more trains, and just kind of get it going. But hope you enjoyed, guys, and hope to see you in the next one.